Islam does not allow a marriage contract to bind, to be accepted, while that poor servant, female servant, rejects this person. Without her consent, there is no marital contract binding. Please, sisters, we are listening to a lesson. So let us inshallah listen. If you do not want to listen, do not be here. So as we can see, that we do not get forced, or nor do we force any woman to be a partner or a spouse or a wife to any man. And there's a narration to confirm this in Ibn Hanbal's collection from Abdullah ibn Abbas. A girl came to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and reported to him that she was forced into marrying someone. So when he heard this, he said to her, you have a choice, either to accept this marriage or to invalidate, to nullify this marriage. In another narration, it's mentioned that she said, I actually accepted the marriage, but I wanted to let the other woman know that your parents are unable to force you into marriage. So we are not a people who force any female into a marriage she does not want. Even if she is forced, she is allowed to break that marriage. Likewise, in Islam, a lady has her rights to her money, her real estate, her inheritance, her properties. She retains the full rights to buy, sell any or all of her properties. And this right undergoes no change whether she is single or whether she is married. And if she is single and she's got this wealth, these assets, and then she gets married, it does not transfer to her husband at all. None of that money is allowed for her husband to come and snatch, to take. It retains her belongings. It is hers and not his. He is not allowed to touch that money unless she willingly gives him that money. As her maiden name remains the same, her money remains hers. Likewise, her wealth, she's not obliged under any circumstance unless she willingly again accepts to support her family, to provide food, drink, rent, paying the bills, whether it's a telephone bill, electricity bill, or any other bill. The man is fully under obligation to pay all this, and not her. She may have $1 million tucked away, and he may have $1,000. It is still his obligation, not hers. You know, you get many people today that when they see their wives got a lot of money, and they've got enough to pay, but they know that their wife got more than them. So they try to manipulate his wife. Oh, the bill came today beyond, it's a phenomenal bill. It's beyond recognition. It's too much for me to bear. The rent's coming up, and he mentions this and that, and he makes a mountain of reasons in order for her to feel sorry for him. Now, you are not allowed to manipulate your wife in any way in order to take her wealth. Now, if she gives it to you willingly, Allah yahfazha, Allah barik fiha, fadli, not a problem. But do not try to steal it or manipulate her in order to give it to you, and you'll be judged. Nowhere in Islam does it suggest that a woman is a minor simply because she is a female. Nowhere in Islam. So those that claim that we are oppressors, abusers, accusers, suppressors, they are false. Our women are more liberated than them any day. More rights than they have any day. We love and respect a woman, an Islamic person says, more than they will ever will. In Islam, we understand something very important. That the best of us is not the best among men, the most pious of us. She or he is the best of us. تفضل يا مصطفى.
يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير.
O mankind, indeed we have created you from a male and a female, and we have made you into tribes and clans. Why? In order that you get to know one another. Indeed, the most honorable, the best of you in the sight of the Almighty Lord is the one that has more taqwa. More taqwa. Indeed, Allah is all wise, all aware. You can see the best of us. Who is the best of us? The one that has more taqwa. She could be a lady. It could be a man. So what we should reflect upon is to achieve the best of taqwa. Dear sister, the mother, the daughter, we call you red rose of Islam. You are not only liberated, respected, dignified in Islam, but you are also a great member, of the great nation of Islam. The greatest nation produced for mankind. No other nation produced women like the nation of Islam. A nation of guidance, leading humanity to righteousness and truth, transforming man from the worship of slaves to the worship of the Lord of slaves. Your ancestors, the female companions, radiyallahu ta'ala anhum, great women of Islam, they are one of the main reasons for this great nation to find its great place among all nations. They were the counterparts of their men, courageous, strong, forceful, and they were willing to sacrifice anything and everything in the path of truth. These selfless, noble female creatures were found on the battlefield. Not on the back of the battle, not in the middle, but wallahi in the foremost ranks of the battlefield. In the foremost ranks. And there are many examples of such zeal and determination. In the Battle of Uhud, when only a few devoted fighters remained, because it was getting too critical, too scary, too fierce. So their companions withdrew from the field. Only few remained in the intense fighting. A lady, a female companion by the name of Ammara, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, she shielded Muhammad ibn Abdullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, not with a shield, not with a sword, but with her flesh. It's the lady, female companion. She shielded her beloved teacher sallallahu alayhi wa sallam with her flesh and warded off the enemy with her sword. In fact, we cannot even carry that sword today. She held it strongly and warded them off, kept them away from Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah Akbar. She's a female companion. A female. We call them inferior? A'udhu billah. They put us to shame. Wallahi, they put us to shame today if you listen to the history of those female companions. In the battle against Musaylamat al-Kadhab, she fought so courageously that she lost an arm and suffered more than 12 wounds to the body. A female. And killed many of the enemies. Khawla, Juwayriyya, Safiya, Asma,